Other interesting cultural news, you have teens stealing a car, crashing into a home, and nearly killing a family, but they're just simply released with simple citations, apparently. Which, yep, also shows you about modern society and how, reinforces the cliche that, Maryland is just lawlessness. Now, this goes with thanks to Libs of TikTok, which she says, quote, 4 teens in Maryland stole a car and then crushed it into a truck, which subsequently smashed into the home, nearly killing the family. All the teens were then released from custody after only receiving citations. That's why crime is down, which, yeah. Yeah, never forget when they talk about, oh yeah, crime is down. Well, that's because major corrupt cities like San Francisco, New York City, I mean, they admitted this, they're not submitting their data to the FBI anymore. So yeah, that's why U.S. crime is down statistically, because they're not giving the data anymore. And you also have people who live in places like San Francisco where, I mean, you see street interviews where they say, oh yeah, we don't bother to call the cops anymore because they don't do anything. That's one way to skew the numbers, but not too much further ado. It's only about 3 minutes, but I think it's an important thing. It's one of those viral things, culturally speaking, recently as well.
An Anne Arundel County homeowner calls for accountability after police say 4 juveniles in a stolen car crashed into his home while his family was asleep. All 4 suspects were released to their parents, something the homeowner calls unacceptable.
Tonight, Fox 45's Jessica Babb has an update on that investigation.
You can still see the aftermath out here after police say teens stole a car, that car then crashing into a truck, the truck then plowing into the home. You can even see these car parts out here on the sidewalk still. And if you take a look at the home, it's now been boarded up and you can see that blue tarp. I talked with the homeowner earlier today and he says someone could have been killed and says when it comes to the teens in the car, there need to be more consequences for the crime. On the corner of Church Street in Brooklyn, with wooden boards going up and car parts still scattered around. Lamont Brown and his family are now without their home.
Our whole lives are in there, so right now we're going to a hotel, but I don't know.
Police say this damage was caused by 4 teens caught in a stolen car.
Like, you don't got nothing better to do on a school night. My whole family was at risk. And I mean, that just makes me even madder.
And while the teens ended here, they started just down the street on Cram Avenue. Police say around 2:50 Friday morning, they got a call about someone tampering with a car.
I jumped up awake to my sister screaming that her car was being broken into and we need to come outside.
A car belonging to Noah Lander's family.
They broke in with the screwdriver to get the ignition out, but we had just got the update on it about a month ago, so they weren't able to, so they
the Hyundai
got back in and left.
And while he says they weren't successful stealing their car, police say when they got to Cram Avenue, they saw a black sedan leaving the area. Minutes later, that black sedan with 4 teens inside hitting a truck. The truck then plunging right through the doorway of Lamont Brown's home near his living room.
I don't know how fast they were going, but they were going really fast.
Brown says he fell asleep on the couch Thursday night, but woke up around 1 a.m. The crash happening less than 2 hours later.
I could have been gone. I could have been dead.
Emergency responders telling him his home, with his family and young kids sleeping upstairs, could have come crashing down.
We were all asleep in my room right when this happened. Like, my fiance, so all the weight was right there from all our body weight. So, and they hit the supports right below us. So if it would have came down, we'd have came down, been on top of the truck.
Police arrested 2 14-year-olds, one of which was driving, a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old. Police say the car they were driving was stolen. While all 4 of them were given juvenile citations, they were later sent home, released to their guardians.
They needed to spend a couple nights in jail, something. They need, even if they're not with the general population, they need something. There's no fear instilled in them. Like, they did it, and then they went home to their house that's not damaged.
All a spokesperson.
I guarantee you those parents do not discipline the kids or spank their rear or use the belt.
Person from Anne Arundel County Police says the juveniles will still have to appear in court when notified. They couldn't tell me if any of these kids have had prior offenses. They say they don't have access to juvenile criminal history records.
If you get a tap on the wrist, you're going to do it again. Like, definitely needs to be more accountability.
Brown says
you got to keep your kids in check.
Officials say 5 people were taken to the hospital. And as for Brown, he says he's going to be dealing with these consequences day after day. He says it could be weeks or even up to a few months before he and his family can get back into their home. In Anne Arundel County, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
Another example of also the cultural decay of America. Kids stealing a car and causing a truck to ram into a house. Yeah, I can't but wonder what's the family makeup. Is it a single parent household? Are they just not disciplining their kids at all? I mean, there's a modicum of discipline instilled in these kids. There's no way they would do that. There's certain lines like you just don't cross if you're morally, you're brought up in a moral fashion. And stealing a car. And this went pretty viral. Got 2.1 million views. Got 61,000 likes. One of the first comments coming from Thick Eggshell saying, quote, "We did it, Jill. Finally, there's no more crime." Picture of Joe Biden, they're standing on the porch of the White House, and there's a big fire behind him or in front of him. Got 93 likes. Though again, it's AI, so it's not real yet. Craig Chamberlain says, quote, "I've been trying to raise awareness to this. Also, crime is going down, crime is going up. The reporting on crime is going down. The dirty little secret is they legalize crime or raise the bar for what qualifies as so-called, so they don't get recorded, and therefore it gets reduced." True, getting 146 likes. Never forget, well, people also get what you vote for. California, they voted so that steal up to $950 is no longer a felony, it's a misdemeanor. And the way the public justice system works, it's a volume business, so they plead down to give you an incentive not to actually take to trial. That's another reason why there's this fear of felonies in California. But yeah, you reclassified one of the major crimes as theft because you don't prosecute it. So yeah, that's why some of the crime rates are down. American Papa Bear says, quote, "Crime rates are down when you stop reporting crime rates." True, getting 217 likes. I'm not sure this is true because we don't have any pictures of the kid, of the alleged, I'm going to say the alleged car thieves here. Libercat Media TM says teens, and it talks as a little meme about black privilege, getting 310 likes. Got their Eagle Ben says, quote, "Exactly, they are hiding it and not reporting the actual crimes," getting 524 likes. Paul Zupa says, "Democrats are keeping the crime down by not charging criminals with the crimes they commit." Yeah, this works, getting 429 likes. Base Electrician says, "The reason reported crime is down is the same reason actual crime is up. Criminals are emboldened when there's no repercussions or accountability." We're getting 33. Let's make it 34 likes. See here. David Sullivan, what is it? Pronouns prosecute Fauci. Says blood is on Kamala's hands, and it's a little not infographic, a little just picture with words on it. Not a GIF or a meme, but nevertheless. Says, quote, "I've never seen a country work so hard to get rid of a president, but not illegal immigrants and drug dealers and child traffickers." Getting 125 likes. You guys had that meme of the guy who has a puffy jacket on, saying no, and disappointing, says yeah, kind of thing. This is from Fight with Memes. Appropriate name if I ever seen one, saying things are great, everything is great. And it's the guy's, no, it says stop crime, then it says stop, then another picture says stop reporting crime. They got 486 likes. Let's see here. Evil Texan says crime is down, crime reporting is down, getting 89 likes. See here. Phoenix 2A says teens, quote unquote, with a gif of Dr. Evil doing the quotation marks, getting 72 likes. But yeah, that's a good question. I mean, are they 18, 19? I mean, those are legal adults. The way they frame the situation is you think teen. I would say on average, most people are probably have the frame rate or the kind of mindset that they're going to guess around maybe 12, 13, 14 years old. That's not a good question. Is what is their specific ages for this? Will they actually be tried as adults? Or probably not, because they're talking about juvenile. So maybe 17, 16? I don't know. Another question to be asked. Let's see here. Do one more. Grammy Jojo says, LOL, is the NPR guys? Well, NBC guys. But they all say crime is down. It's a picture of Kamala with them as well, getting 7 likes. Which, yeah, I can't help but think maybe more and more people start to wake up to the fact that they're misrepresenting these statistics and, giving it false data. And yeah, culturally, we definitely need to fix households in terms of actually parenting kids and disciplining them. Because again, like kids will always do dumb things. Most people will. We're human, but there's a big difference between dumb, childish behavior and breaking the law and stealing and then putting people's lives in danger. But let me know, what are your thoughts? Do you think these teens actually having real repercussions? I mean, do you think they'll get any discipline at all? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.